My child, the same sea that once brought friendly traders now carried shadows. The same waves that whispered of adventure began to whisper of loss. The ships returned, larger, stronger, greedier. They no longer came for pepper or gold. They came for people. Along our shores, small wooden posts were built, first as trading huts, then as forts, then as prisons. The men who came from across the sea built walls and towers, and they placed cannons above the water. They said it was for protection, but we would learn that the protection was not for us. To the west, near the lagoon, there was a small town called Badagry. Fishermen once brought in baskets of silver fish each morning. Children ran on the sand, and the air smelled of salt and roasted maize. Then one day a ship anchored offshore, and life would never be the same again. The Portuguese were followed by the British, the French, and the Spanish. Each one built their own stations, each one demanded more cargo, and the new trade, the trade in humans, began to grow. The kings and chiefs who ruled the coast were faced with impossible choices. Some said no. Some resisted and fought. Others, desperate for weapons or power, agreed to trade their enemies or even their neighbors. In Badagry, one powerful ruler, Chief Moby, became known to the foreigners. He traded palm oil, ivory, and later human lives. Every few weeks, ships would wait quietly on the horizon, their white sails still, their decks ready. Those who were captured were marched to the shore in chains. They were kept in dark rooms made of stone, waiting for the tide to rise. There is still a place there today, the point of no return. It is a long path that leads from the town to the sea. Our ancestors were forced to walk it one final time, knowing they would never come back. But listen closely, my child. Even as they walked, they sang songs of courage, songs of home, because music was the one thing the chains could not silence. Far to the east, the ports of Bonny and old Calabar became busy with trade. The Efik and Ibibio merchants dealt with European companies like the Royal African Company of Britain. They traded guns, tobacco, and cloth, and in return, people were sent away across the Atlantic. From these ports, tens of thousands each year, bound for Brazil, Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, and the Americas. The rivers that once carried canoes full of palm fruit and fish now carried sorrow to the sea. Even powerful kingdoms tried to stop it. In Benin, the Obas refused to sell their people, and the great gates of the city were shut to the traders. But war and greed from other regions fed the trade, and the ships kept coming. The more Europe demanded, the more Africa bled. Still, not everyone gave in. In hidden forests and villages, families built new communities. They hid the young, protected the weak, and prayed to their gods for deliverance. The women kept the stories alive. They told the children, "One day our people will come home." In the dark cells of Badagry and Bonny, our ancestors waited, sometimes for weeks, sometimes months. The air was thick and heavy, but they whispered prayers into the night. They did not know where they were going, but they knew they were still human. Historians tell us that from the 1500s to the 1800s, over 2 million people were taken from what is now Nigeria. From Oyo, Benin, Aro, Efik, Igbo, Ijaw, and Yoruba lands. They crossed the ocean against their will. The ocean remembers their cries, and the wind still carries their names. But even across the seas, they did not forget who they were. In Bahia, Brazil, the Yoruba people built shrines to the Orishas. In Haiti, they kept the spirit of their ancestors alive through faith. In Cuba, Jamaica, and Trinidad, the rhythms of our drums survived, becoming the heartbeat of new nations. So you see, my child, the story of sorrow became a story of survival. Today, if you walk along the beaches of Badagry or Calabar, you may hear the wind whispering through the palms. You may feel something deep, a sadness, yes, but also a strength. Those who left never truly disappeared. Their descendants live all over the world, and the blood of Nigeria still flows in their veins. So, my child, when you stand by the ocean, remember the stories it carries. They are not just tales of chains and ships. They are tales of courage, of faith, and of endurance. The ports of sorrow became the birthplace of strength, because even when the world tried to break them, our people remembered who they were. And that, my child, is the greatest victory of all. Enough for tonight, my child. We will continue again tomorrow. But as you go to bed tonight, always remember who we were.